Kazakhstan is one of the most multicultural countries in the world, consisting of representatives of more than 130 ethnic groups and nationalities. Each ethnicity has unique traditions, fantastic holidays, and fascinating history, as well as amazing recipes. Recipes for kindness and peace, and respect for our ancestors and other people's culture. This is Recipe for Friendship.
Hello, this is Recipe for Friendship with me, Alevtina Madyarova. Today I invite you to get acquainted with culture of a wonderful country. And since we're talking about the most vivid countries and cities, it is no doubt that today we're going to explore India. What we are going to see in today's episode? Since we're talking about one of the most ancient cultures of our world, I suggest to take a closer look. At first we're going to visit World Hindi Day. As you know, Hindi is one of the most widely spoken languages in India. Moreover, it is one of India's official languages. More than 400 million people speak Hindi in India and in many other parts of the world. Furthermore, we are going to enjoy the art of classic Indian dance, which is complex, interesting and versatile. What does Bharatanatyam represent except for great costumes? Well, to cut a long story short, Bha means emotions, Ra is a melody, Indian melody raga, and Ta means rhythm. Exploration of Indian culture would never be complete without a closer look at Indian dress. This costume is called Shalwar Kameez. Please note, this dress has vents. Required elements are pants and dupatta. Dupatta covers chest. It is women's clothes, which is common for northern regions of India. And even makeup of Zita and Gita and other female characters of Indian soap operas will reveal its secrets. I have never worn such makeup before. Representatives of ethno-cultural groups represented in Kazakhstan live in Southeast Asia, Africa, Australia and Oceania. Kazakhstani Indians are mostly students who come to study in our universities, businessmen, representatives of diplomatic missions and organizations. And even if Kazakhstan Indians cannot impress anyone with their number, they definitely can impress everybody with their regionality and culture. And there are a lot of fans of Indian culture and language among people of Kazakhstan. Every year, people all over the world celebrate World Hindi Day in January. It is also celebrated in Almaty. Hindi is on the 4th place in the list of the most popular languages, right after Chinese, Spanish and English. More than 400 million people all over the world speak Hindi. Expansion of Indian culture reached Kazakhstan too. In the school named after Indira Gandhi in Almaty, anyone can join to learn the culture and language of one of the most exotic and special countries. And mutual interest of people of Kazakhstan and Indians is quite high. The cultural relations of Kazakhstan and India are strong and they develop quickly. Indian cuisine, clothes, music, TV shows, dances and yoga are very popular in Kazakhstan.
TV serials, dance, music, yoga, food enjoy wide popularity. Likewise, the Symphony Orchestra of India.
And for example, Marat Bisangaliev is quite popular in India. He has been leading Bombay National Orchestra since 2006.
Mr. Marat Bisangaliev is quite popular.
Celebration of World Hindi Day is a great opportunity to demonstrate beauty and solidarity of two cultures. Students of the school named after Indira Gandhi read poems, sing songs, dance and perform plays in classical Indian style.
Hindi is widely spoken in India.
As you know, Hindi is one of the most widely spoken languages in India. Moreover, it is one of India's official languages. More than 400 million people speak Hindi in India and in many other parts of the world. Every year on the 10th of January, we celebrate World Hindi Day. We've been celebrating it for 10 years and by doing that we promote Hindi as international language. Hindi is the most popular language in India, but it's not the only one. There are more than 20 official languages in India, and it is not a limit for a country with the population over 1.5 billion people. There are good grounds for saying that the more languages you speak, the more lives you live. And there is another one, completely special language that can help you demonstrate yourself. It is specific language of Bharatanatyam dance. Center for Classical Indian Dance, which was founded by Akmaral Kainazarova more than 10 years ago, can justifiably be considered as one of the most important islands of Indian culture in Kazakhstan. Here, everyone, regardless of gender, age and nationality, can possess a difficult art of Bharatanatyam dance. Akmaral learned this dance in Madras, in the south of India, and she was first citizen of Kazakhstan to possess this ancient art. Now her teacher, Sri P.T. Narendran, is familiar to Kazakhstani fans of Indian culture, and he himself noticed that he enjoyed working with our people.
Different understanding about the whole subject.
Each student has his own sense of purpose of this dance. Here in Kazakhstan, children, how to say, they feel everything intuitively and they're interested in it, that's why they work hard. I can see in their eyes that they understand that it is not a usual dance. They are able to understand philosophy of this dance.
They also understand the depth of this art.
Mr. Narendran dedicated more than 50 years to learning Bharatanatyam, and he is known by this dance all over the world. Each gesture in this dance has its own meaning. Gestures combine to words, words to phrases, phrases to story. Pose, eye movement, head rotation. Everything is important. Moreover, breathing and energy processes occurring inside of the body during this dance definitely have positive impact on health. That's why different people, regardless of age, come to learn this dance. The oldest student of Narendran is 82 years old.
Bharatanatyam is a great question.
What does Bharatanatyam represent except for great costumes? Well, to cut a long story short, Bha means emotions, Ra is a melody, Indian melody raga, and Ta means rhythm. So this pattern of emotions, rhythm and music create this dance called Bharatanatyam.
Music and rhythm makes this dance. That's why it's called Bharatanatyam.
Bharatanatyam is development of spirit and body, training for memory and brain, and of course it is very beautiful dance. Costumes and makeup specific for this dance immediately attract attention. And you know, I couldn't help myself from joining this art. Meet Akmaral Kainazarova. Is that the right way to say hello? Yes, it is Namaste, greeting. Probably there is no a person in our city who knows more about Indian culture. Thank you. That's why I count on your help in our exploration of traditions, culture, dances, costumes, and many other things related to Indian lifestyle. There are several variants of traditional Indian women's dress: sari, gagra, choli, churidar kurta, patu padavai, and so on. I tried on shalwar kameez. This costume is called shalwar kameez. Please note, this dress has vents. Required elements are pants and dupatta. Dupatta covers chest. It is women's clothes which is common for northern regions of India. This dress is very comfortable. It can have short or long sleeves. It depends on season of the year. Well, and of course everything is so bright and colorful because it's India. It's a common dress for Indian women. They wear it at home, at work, everywhere. I mean, it is popular in northern regions of India. Globalization almost didn't affect traditional Indian women's clothes. As before, women wear bright traditional clothes for any occasion, both for holiday and work. That's why Indian lifestyle seems like eternal holiday. Each part of a costume has its own purpose and it should be worn properly. There are several options. This is the most traditional way. You can just fold it and put it on your shoulder. And also, if you want to dance and we need to emphasize waist, we need to fit everything up, catch in, and look, I feel quite organized. And now, wearing this dress, we can start dancing. Now I can begin to learn classic Indian ballet, or rather its basis. By the way, there is a good reason for comparison of Bharatanatyam with ballet. If we talk about Europe, it's classic ballet, but for Indians it's Bharatanatyam, which is very similar to classic ballet. But Bharatanatyam uses mimic and hang gestures more widely. And despite the difficult technique, these two elements are must-have for this classic style. Please notice these gestures, kataka mukha. You gather your fingers at one point, and if you hold them tightly and your movements are balanced, it means that your energy circulates in a right way. And your kataka mukha has good impact on your health. Of course, we can begin with the easiest things. However, for deeper study of this art, Akmaral, like many other people who dance Bharatanatyam, had to go to India and learn history, languages, architecture and many other related subjects. Because except for accurate movements, a dancer has to understand a philosophy of this dance. Right foot blow, takata, left, di-mi. Now kataka mukha turns to shikara. Now we sit into Moramandi position and look at our right hand. Now shikara switches to shaturo. We touch ground, touch our half-closed eyes, fold our hands on a chest and stand up slowly. We greet supreme forces by opening our arms. We beg for blessing from the goddess of earth, Buni. We beg her to bless our beautiful dance. We ask for forgiveness because we are going to dance on her. We ask to forgive our possible mistakes. This ritual is committed in the beginning and in the end of each dance. We do namaskar.
Dhalan kotaka de kotaka ta dinge na tum ta ka di mi 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 ta ka di mi.
Curious that the dance basis is like an alphabet, and by combining different gestures, a dancer can express his emotions or tell a story. Andelescha is greeting, kapotascha, pigeon, karkata, crab, swastikastata, to cross, dalakasta, waving, bunch of flowers, to hug, statue of Shiva. What a thing to say, Aleftina. Don't you think that this gesture has the only one meaning? Of course no. According to context, each gesture can have different meanings. For example, we know that pataka means flag. In dance it means the beginning of dance, to show clouds, forest, forbidden things, chest, evening time. Pay attention, Aleftina, it was only pataka, and so many meanings it has. And similar to this, each gesture can have a lot of meanings. The art of Bharatanatyam is considered one of the bases of harmonic education and also acting talent. Songs and dances that we can see in Indian movies are easy to understand if you are a man who knows it. Movie characters express their attitude to each other, and of course, knowing person is able to understand it. Well, classic Indian dance is your profession. It's my mission. What about ordinary India citizens? How many of them have possessed this art? Well, it is the same with our Kazakh culture. Many parents want their children to be able to play some musical instruments, for example piano, or be able to dance. And Indian parents too want their children, boys and girls, to dance classic Indian dance. So they understand that it's not necessary to turn it into our job. Firstly, it has good impact on your health, it develops your brain and intellect. Because classic Indian dance is connected to literature, architecture, languages, sculpture and history. I have been learning all of it while I was in India. Every time in our program when I meet people like this, who tells me about his job, who is so hot upon this topic, so I immediately start desiring to learn everything this person tells me about.
Di, tom, nom, nam, tom, dit, ta, ta, dit, ta, di, ta, dit, ta, tom, ta, dit, ta, nom. Ta di ta 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 di di nom nom ta di gina tom gina tom ta di tom nom nam tom di ta ta di ta di ta di ta tom ta di ta nom di ta di di nom nom ta di ginatom ginatom.
Another part of classic Indian dance except for right outfit is right makeup. Usually it takes about 3 hours to apply such makeup. And it can be considered a part of performance, but I am going to have today's short version of it to complete my image. All professional Indian actresses have learned this classical Indian dance, this mimic work and this unveiling, hypnotizing art of dance which comes straight from heart, from inside. However, before we switch to classic Indian eye makeup, which is called fishtail, isn't it? Yes, milkan. I want you to pay attention to some parts of a costume. Now you're holding... Well, it is the most popular word for women who almost don't know anything about India. It's sari. It's sari. Moreover, it is special dancing sari. They're almost identical with usual ones, but since we're talking about dance, I want you to try on this dancing sari. If I haven't seen with my own eyes that Indian women wear such clothes in everyday life, I would never believe it, because it looks like festive clothes. It's so bright. Sari is sewn on a lace, and now according to age, body type and social status of a woman, the cloth will be folded on a chest or on a belly. Akmaral, with a practiced eye, guesstimates the amount of cloth that needs to be folded and how to do it quickly and properly. Outfit turns out to be authentic. Now we take kajal, special pencil, totally organic. Makeup that every Indian actress or dancer can do is called milkan or fish tail. How do I look? I have never worn such makeup before. We invite all of you to dancing. It turned out that it is not so difficult to learn this dance. Of course, join us. We are going to have a lot of interesting meetings and acquaintances because Recipe for Friendship will be with you in the next year too. To see you again.